JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, Westmoreland man charged over fatal gun attack. A Westmoreland man has been charged in relation to the April gun attack on 50-year-old Burchell Madison in the parish. Orlando Clark, 33, otherwise called Rat, of Baggy Road in Whithorn, was on Monday charged with murder and illegal possession of firearm after being interviewed. His court date is being finalized. The police say Clark, who was on the run following the incident, was captured in Kingston on Friday, May 7. The police had reported that Madison, who is from Heavy Sand in Westmoreland, was reportedly at home about 9:30 p.m. when Clark and another man attacked him and shot him several times. Madison was assisted by the police to hospital where he was treated and admitted in serious condition. He succumbed to his injuries on Sunday, April 18. St. Catherine farmer gets prison time for gun and ammunition possession. A St. Catherine cattle farmer who pleaded guilty to illegal possession of firearm and ammunition was yesterday sentenced to 3.5 years in prison. Darren Brown, 30, who is from Riversdale, was sentenced to 3 years and 6 months on each of 2 counts of illegal possession of firearm and 1 year for illegal possession of ammunition. The sentences are to run concurrently. Brown has been in custody since he was arrested by cops at the Riversdale police station on October 9 last year. The police had reported that he was seen walking by the police station with a bag, and cops stopped him and conducted a search. A gun was found in the bag. The police investigators subsequently visited Brown's house and found another weapon which was defective. He was later charged. The cattle farmer had indicated that the guns were for the sole purpose of protecting his farm from thieves. Documents before the court indicated that Brown became despondent after his animals were reportedly stolen from his farm. He had made several reports to the police about the theft of his livestock. The theft resulted in great financial loss for him, and he only obtained the weapons to protect his property. The documents further indicated that Brown had no intention of using the weapons for any other purpose. On March 22, Brown pleaded guilty in the gun court to 2 guns of illegal possession of firearm and 1 count of illegal possession of ammunition. Attorney at law Courtney Foster, who represented the farmer, led evidence from character witnesses who spoke to Brown's industrious and kind nature. Brown is a father of 3 children and had no previous conviction. Death stalks Fletcher family. A brother of the businessman who was gunned down at his Hold Up Road bar on Monday said that a history of violence has haunted the family, with Robert Fletcher being the 3rd relative killed at the location. The murder trail led the police to the accused killers on the fringes of the New Kingston Business District, with frantic scenes of a firefight as motorists tried desperately to escape a traffic snarl. Bruce Fletcher has also revealed that the family business, Travelers Rest Sports Bar, has been the victim of extortionists. In 2011, Bruce lost another relative, Martin Fletcher, at the same location. Bruce's father was also gunned down there in 1989. Fletcher said he was concerned about the psychological state of his mother, who is in her 80s and was expected not to take another loss lightly. Him is her little baby that she grew him in her hand from him small, just like how me grew with her, Bruce said of his late brother. He said he was shocked at Monday's deadly attack because the bar was being run for little or nothing, or in Bruce's words, a pittance. Them probably a target him through them see him a try. Them send extortionists down all the while for torment him when them want money, Fletcher said. Monday's attack was not the first time gunmen struck at the bar. Bruce recounted that a few years ago, Robert was held at gunpoint and his motorcycle stolen. Him just rent this spot and a try a thing. It kind of hopeless still, but it keep him hopes up. Maybe them think the business might get better, Bruce said. Robert Fletcher was shot about 12:30 p.m. by the assailants who stole cash and his licensed firearm. The fleeing attackers were cornered by the police at the busy intersection of Trafalgar, Hope and Waterloo, trapping commuters in the midst of the gun battle. Sleuths were able to track down the alleged killers through a quick collaboration of the cops from the Emergency Communication Center, who tapped the Jamaica Eye CCTV system to deploy a response team. The Independent Commission of Investigations has launched a probe. Bruce said that he last saw Robert on Sunday after he took some groceries home for their sickly mother. He has mixed emotions about the deaths and apprehension of the alleged killers. Me happy if he know say them catch them, but me did prefer if he was alive more than dead though. Me never know say him dead until me reach the hospital, Bruce said. Frustrated residents slam NWC over water woes. Residents of Kennedy Grove housing scheme in Clarendon are frustrated about inconsistent water supply that they say has been affecting their hygiene and sanitation efforts, compounded by poor communication from the National Water Commission, NWC. Currently, we do not have any water. Have been living here for 5 years now. Usually, we get water 3 times per week, said a resident who asked not to be identified. Speaking by phone on Monday, she said that since March, her community has been experiencing water supply issues. We're active NWC customers, but we would only get water on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. In March, there was a message from the NWC that a pump was out, and so we didn't get any water for 2 weeks. It then came back for a short time, she said. Now we're noticing that when it comes, it doesn't stay for long, and there's no pressure, she added. The woman said her frustration grew when her attempts to get answers on the NWC were unsuccessful. I contacted NWC by both online chat and their local office, but all I got were reference numbers, because when I told them I had gotten one reference number already, they still give me another one. Nothing has changed, she said. Efforts to get a comment from the NWC were unsuccessful, as calls and messages to its communication personnel went unanswered. Meanwhile, the resident alleged that ganja farmers were hijacking the water supply in the area. There's an allegation that people are cultivating marijuana, and so they cut the main line to divert water to their fields, she said. She's also questioning the distribution of the precious commodity in adjoining areas. Close to our community, there's an area where people just go there to get water. I have passed other communities where people are watering grass, and we don't have any water to even bathe. I have to go to my mother's house to shower, she stressed. Another resident shared similar sentiments about the inconsistent water supply. On this scheme, there are households that have never received water at all. We noticed that NWC said the pump got burnt up, and we received truck water. However, after all they said it was repaired, we are still not getting any water, she said. When it does come, it doesn't even stay for 15 minutes and the pressure is very low, she added. The frustrated resident, who is a teacher, complained about the inconvenience of not being able to do her laundry at home. I have to be taking my dirty clothes to my mother in another community to have them washed. It is rough, and I'm still getting a bill to pay for even more than what I used to pay when I got water. It has increased by $500, she said. I don't have time to go waste in NWC's office to spend the entire day because I'm a teacher. I have online classes to do. When you go there, it's a whole day, and it is unfair for us to be paying our bills and not getting any service, she added. 6 deaths, 101 new COVID cases. The country recorded 101 new COVID-19 cases and 6 deaths yesterday, bringing the total number of confirmed cases to 46,922, with 23,121 active, and the death toll to 820. The deaths were of 3 people from Westmoreland, a 79-year-old woman, a 102-year-old woman, and a 98-year-old man, as well as a 63-year-old man from Portland and 2 women from St. James, a 52-year-old and a 76-year-old. The new cases were recorded in Clarendon, 7, Kingston and St. Andrew, 15, Manchester, St. Thomas, Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth, 9 each, Portland and St. Mary, 3 each, St. Anne, 5, St. Catherine, 30, and St. James and Trelawney, 1 each. The new cases range in age from 6 months to 88 years, and the gender breakdown is 51 females and 50 males. A total of 1,380 tests were conducted. At the same time, there were 119 recoveries for a total 22,636. 175 patients are hospitalized, with 14 being critically ill. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.